In this video we are going to talk about top 5 unbelievable home aquariums and fish tanks. So before starting this video, like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel for future updates. Fish tanks are living environments that are lovely to check out and compensating to keep up with. The leisure activity can be a costly one, however. So it's essential to comprehend the necessities of the fish species you're keen on prior to buying a lot of hardware. Different fish have various requirements, including various tanks, channels, and lights. For instance, some fish are freshwater locals while others live in saltwater. There are likewise fish that favor cold water to warm. What's more, unique fish flourish in tanks of various sizes. Here we sifted through the aquarium hardware accessible at major internet-based retailers to pick the best fish tanks and extras. Number 5. The best fish tank overall. A fish tank pack is an incredible method for getting another aquarium percolating reasonably. Each of the specialists we talked with concurred that enormous freshwater tanks are simpler to keep up with than little tanks or those loaded up with saltwater. Aquarium's LED 20 aquarium kit is one of the most ridiculously complete units accessible and can be loaded up with one or the other freshwater or saltwater. The 24 by 17 by 13 inch glass tank accompanies a quiet flow power channel and cartridge and an energy-saving LED hood. A submarine radiator and thermometer are incorporated, something which ordinarily should be bought independently. Fish food, water molding tests, a fishnet, and an arrangement guide are likewise remembered for the bundle. On the off chance that you're new to keeping fish, Lily Huang, individual from the Colorado Aquarium Society, prescribes doing an exploration to find a fish or group of fish that intrigues you. It can likewise be useful to find a specialist whose aquariums and energy for the leisure activity move you. Fostering an individual relationship with an aquarium guide can be a great method for prevailing with the aquarium leisure activity, said Steve Waldron, proprietor and supervisor of Aquarium Zen in Seattle, Washington. First-time fish proprietors make certain to adore this fish tank from Aquarium. At just shy of 4 pounds, it's unquestionably lightweight and can fit on essentially any strong surface, and its unimposing aspects mean it scarcely occupies any room. It's an incredible home for more modest fish and accompanies all that you want to get everything rolling, including the tank, hood, raised base, power channel, little channel cartridge, fish food, and a water conditioner. The tank's channel cleans the water in less than 2 minutes. Yet when it should be profound cleaned, its removable cover makes it simple to do as such. Number 4. Best betta fish tank. There is no distinction between a betta fish tank and one for different animal types, said Waldron. Despite the fact that it's normal to see betta kept in minuscule tanks, they really need at least 5 gallons to easily swim around. The 19.5-inch tall Fluval Flex freshwater kit accompanies a smooth 20-inch square glass tank that holds 15 gallons of freshwater and a 3-stage filtration framework. Not at all like a 2-stage framework that has just a residue channel for eliminating particulate matter and a carbon channel to eliminate chlorine and condition the water. It incorporates a converse assimilation film to eliminate natural and inorganic mixtures. This tank likewise has a 7500K LED light with blended RGB, red, green, blue, and white lights that you can conform to deliver practically any environmental variety with the remote. Froth and carbon for the channel and Biomax media are likewise included. Biomax media is an organic filtration strategy that controls the smelling salts and nitrate levels in the water. As per Waldron, betta tanks require a decent channel and a solid warmer that can keep the water at a consistent 78 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Most packs, including this one, don't accompany a radiator, so you'll need to independently buy it. Search for a radiator that can be exactly aligned, for example, the Heimjager thermostatic 100-watt aquarium heater, equipped with all that you really want to watch out for your most memorable fish or two. This starter aquarium from Tetra is an unquestionable requirement. Its half-moon shape lets you monitor your fish from essentially every point, and its unobtrusive size pursues it an incredible decision for more modest rooms. It accompanies a vacuum apparatus-driven channel that keeps the water clean so your fish's living climate is dependably solid. The reasonable shelter opening at the highest point of this tank takes into consideration simple taking care of without eliminating the top totally. In addition, the included LED lights make it simple to change the tank's inside tone at whatever point you see fit. Number 3. Best 5-gallon fish tank. As indicated by our specialists, 5 gallons is the absolute minimum measure of water a fish tank ought to hold. More modest tanks, for example, the exemplary fish bowl, are inadmissible, particularly in the event that they can't easily fit both a fish and a channel, said contest aquascaper and aquarium specialist Rumen Ganchev. Indeed, even a 5-gallon tank, however, has its restrictions. It is more diligently to keep a little fish tank than a hotshot tank, said Huang. Little fish tanks require more successive upkeep and are more inclined to abrupt spikes in smelling salts or nitrate. By and large, I suggest nothing under 10 gallons for fledglings. Nonetheless, on the off chance that you're restricted on space, the eye-getting 11.8 by 16.8 inch Marineland 5-gallon portrait kit is a reasonable choice for a little tank arrangement. The bended glass aquarium, which can be loaded up with freshwater or saltwater, has a secret 3-stage filtration framework with a biofroth pre-filter and a mechanical channel cartridge. It's additionally outfitted with a customizable stream channel siphon. A pivoted LED light floating over the tank can sparkle white like daylight or blue like the gleam of the moon. The unit likewise accompanies a base and a sliding shade for simple taking care of and water care. This low-support unit is ideal for the people who are simply beginning on their fish claiming venture, particularly with betta fish, frequently said to be probably the most straightforward seagoing pets to possess and keep up with. Up to 2 betta fish can reside in this tank, and they can be housed independently inside it, on account of the included divider. An aquarium plant, rock, and fish food are likewise remembered for this unit. So you have basically all that you want to get set up. The main drawback is that this pack doesn't accompany a channel. To guarantee a solid climate for your pet, it's suggested that you change the water week after week. Number 2. Best 10-gallon fish tank. Every one of the specialists we counseled for this guide lean toward the lucidity of a glass fish tank over acrylic fish tanks. By and large, glass tanks are more diligently to scratch and are more impervious to ecological factors like synthetics and daylight, made sense of Huang. Both Waldron and Ganchev are fanatics of the ultra-clear glass tanks made by ADA. The brand utilizes silicon, as opposed to plastic casings. In their tank development, silicon is less apparent than plastic. The rimless ADA Cube Garden 45P aquarium is the most costly fish tank we chose for this aid. In any case, its very clear glass and hand-tailored development make it the best of the tanks we considered. This 18 by 10.6 by 12 inch 10-gallon tank's glass is 5 mm thick, and its edges are gotten with silicon. ADA's aquarium accompanies a 2-year guarantee and can be loaded up with one or the other freshwater or saltwater. Not exclusively is this tank amazingly reasonable, its moderate style makes it an appealing expansion to any home. While it's principally intended for exotic fish, clients say it functions admirably for a wide range of little fish types. To make your tank significantly more stylishly satisfying, you can look over 7 implicit LED lighting choices that permit you to enlighten it. There's a strong inside channel that cleans and sanitizes the water in the tank at a pace of 10 gallons each hour, so you scarcely need to stress over it getting grimy or overcast. And the adjusted shape makes it simple to see your fish regardless of where they are in the tank. Number 1. Best 20-gallon fish tank. A 20-gallon fish tank has a lot of room for fish, yet in addition for things that make a lovely and useful aquascape. Aquarium's 20-gallon blast tank is a reasonable choice for building a bigger aquarium. The 30.5 by 13 by 13.13 inch tank has silicone edges for an unhindered view and can be utilized in both freshwater and saltwater arrangements. Nonetheless, its glass isn't generally so perfectly clear as that found in ADA's aquariums, and it has a dark edge on the top and a base on the base. Waldron recommends putting 8 rasboras, 6 cherry spikes, a couple of honey diminutive person gouramis, 1 zebra loach, and 8 amano shrimp inside this size aquarium. Ganchev, who partakes in aquascaping contests, let us know that each tank ought to have at any rate a few plants for its occupants to tuck away among. He suggests choosing in vitro plants from a respectable brand. In vitro plants are made in a lab, with the advantage of being sterile and liberated from hurtful pesticides and microorganisms. This guarantees greater security that you won't wind up with green growth, snails, or undesirable parasites in the tank, Ganchev made sense of. Anubias greenery, Java plants, and Bucephalandra species are 3 assortments that Selchuk Dermaz, a worldwide aquascape contender, consistently incorporates. One of the bigger tanks on our rundown, this one makes certain to say something in your home. It can hold up to 20 gallons of water, so it's ideal for fish of different sizes. The highest point of this freshwater aquarium is removable, so it's not difficult to set up and clean, and when the top is gotten, it tends to be utilized as a rich footstool. What do you think about this video? Do let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.